All right. Let's rock and roll, you guys. I got a lot of people to get after today. I need to be very careful about who I talk about today because I'm in a mood that there's probably not going to be any coming back from that. So I don't even, honestly, I don't even know where to start. I have so many stories that I want to show you guys that are just like AOC ripping Charlie Kirk leads to horde of Democrats voting against resolution that honors the assassinated commentator. Nice, dude. Hey, what a country. What a country. Hey, this guy got murdered. What do you think, AOC? What's your contribution going to be? She's like, I'm going to shit on him in front of the entire world. You're like, well, I guess this is the moment where you have the opportunity, for that whole unity thing. Hey, we need to unify everyone. Like, we need to bring down the temperature. You're all, yeah, you should do that. Like, AOC, if you said something nice, like, just say something nice. That would probably mean a lot. The guy got murdered. And she's like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. You're all, why not? She's like, because that was going to be a bad word. It's going to be really hard for me not to use the term "see you next Tuesday" today, because I'm going to show you that. And then, my goodness gracious, dude, wait until I show you this fucking story. Okay. Just as a preview, grown adults infiltrated a kids group chat to dox students who were forming a high school Turning Point USA club and threatened them and anyone who supported them. When I show you this story, it is here was my response. Let's destroy this woman's life. I mean, just straight up. I have no qualms about showing you that. That was my response. I saw it 6 hours ago. Let's destroy this woman's life. Like, that's where I'm at now, dude. Like, that is literally where I'm at. We got these guys that right after Charlie Kirk gets murdered, Democratic Party booth, Ashland, they're running the, let's get Donald Trump smoked. We got this person that tried to kill Kavanaugh. It turns out to be trans. Shocker. We got these clowns, the writers that are marching in circles outside ABC studios in solidarity with Jimmy Kimmel. Give me a fucking break, dude. We want Trump behind bars. I actually love that. That's my favorite thing ever, because it sounds like a bunch of like, how you ever, like, if you're honest, right? Like, I would assume most of you guys probably parent your children like we do. And so, like, there are things they're allowed to do, and then there are things they're like not allowed to do. You know what I mean? Like, it's I recognize that how my children behave reflects on me. And aside from the fact that them growing up into strong, capable, happy adults, it's like my number one priority in the world. But also, I like to look like a person who has my shit together when I interact with the rest of the world. And if you have kids that behave like spoiled, entitled little fuckheads, it reflects very poorly on you. So it's not like this happens very often, but sometimes, you'll interact with some people and you just know, you're like, man, those guys, their kids suck, man. Like, what is wrong with those fucking kids? And they're like entitled little shits. And if you end up like kind of like in a forced situation, like maybe it's like, it's like your cousin and their kids, like some way where you have to be around them a lot and you secretly, kind of like are like not into their kids, and then their kids start throwing temper tantrums, and there's like a little part of you that's like, God, I love this. I fucking love this. It's like, cry, like, keep crying, kid. Like, oh, you seem like you're really upset. Maybe if you scream and cry more, you'll get what you want. Probably, actually, most likely, that's why you're acting this way. But like, that's what this does for me. Like, we want Trump behind bars. Like, yeah, I know. I remember you guys pinning a bunch of fake cases to him. I remember you guys wanted him behind bars. You're all, do you care if he actually committed a crime? They're like, fuck no, of course not. No way. We just want what we want. Do I genuinely believe the mainstream of Charlie Kirk? Fucking not anymore, dude. Not anymore. Way too much weird shit going on, dude. Way too much shit going on, dude. I've stayed off of that particular, like, the investigative portion, because there are other people doing it. And I've been so deeply caught up in the cultural reaction to this that, and like, I'm overwhelmed by my emotional reaction to the things that I'm seeing from these toxic psychopaths on the other side, that I've been letting other people talk about it. I haven't said one way or the other. Now, do I think that these Trantiva people are involved? For sure. There's like the families of those kids are like talking to multiple outlets. So they're involved somehow. What I don't understand though, oh shit. Sorry, that should make my audio a lot better. And actually, let me double check that my audio is on there. Okay, yeah. So that should make my audio way better. Anyway, but like, I heard on Redacted today that they're about to close the case. Oh, we got him, Tyler. Like that's what Redacted said today. They're just like, we got him. Tyler Rogers is guilty, and that's the end of it. It's like, are you what? Like, just Tyler Rogers, huh? Just Tyler Rogers. You guys actually believe that roommate wasn't involved? That set of messages that's about as believable as if like my fucking 6-year-old daughter wrote it. You know what I mean? Like my literally, that's the most ridiculous, like back and forth messages. And I like what I said from the beginning, what I said from the very beginning was, this reads like this is like a concocted plan for them to, shield the little girlfriend from being involved in this. It just seems like, of course, this is not a real conversation. You're so disappointed in Cash. What's my opinion? I don't have enough information to have an opinion one way or the other. I mean, his stuff on the Epstein stuff is unbelievable. Like he keeps on going public. He's like, oh yeah, there's no evidence of there being an Epstein list. You're like, what the fuck are you talking about, guy? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. There's no Epstein. There's no evidence of him having a client list. You're like, define client. Okay. What does that mean? Are you saying there's no evidence of him being a prolific kitty diddler and potentially feeding teen girls to other extraordinarily powerful men? You're sitting in front of us and saying that. Like that's a real thing that you're doing. This is something that's happening. And given who he is, the only thing that I can come back to is I'm like, there has to be something is in this equation that I don't understand. Do you know what I mean? Like there's something in this equation that I don't understand when it comes to Cash, the Epstein stuff, this whole thing. It's like, why? This is one of the biggest things that's ever happened. Charlie Kirk got murdered in front of the entire world. There's a video. Everyone saw him get murdered. And if you are really about to close this investigation, just be like, yeah, it's this lone shooter thing, you're going to start hearing a very different version of me. If they really do that, because the Epstein stuff, I can kind of go, okay, obviously I want every person who's ever victimized a child to get wrung up by their feet and paying, like they should all pay. But I'm smart enough to know that you're talking about literally the most powerful people in the history of the world. And so there are going to be things that I don't understand, right? It's like I'm not saying that I'm on board with them not releasing the files. I'm just saying I don't really know who to be mad at. I don't know why this is happening. I don't really understand what's going on. But this shit, if they try to put a nice little bow on this and just be like, yeah, it's just this one disgruntled guy and there were no co-conspirators, we're definitely not going to look into the 20 people that posted about it. We're definitely not going to look into the fact that the guy, the old man who's screaming, shoot me as a distraction or whatever is a fucking 9/11 witness. Oh, we're just not going to look at that. That doesn't seem important. That same guy was involved in a Boston marathon bombing, the 9/11 attacks, and now this, and we're just like, oh yeah, it's probably just this one disgruntled kid. Like, fuck, get out of here, dude. Yeah, like how much evidence has been destroyed over the last 10 years. So yeah, he probably has zero evidence of anybody else being involved. That's what I'm saying. It's like, it's absurd. It's absurd. And I always said from the very beginning, I'm like, Prince Andrew is who they fed us. Because like, who is what? Like, the question you have to ask is like, the one guy that we got was Prince Andrew, right? And why is that notable? Okay. So if Epstein was what we think he was, which was a vehicle to gather blackmail on the most powerful people in the world. What the information that he's gathered, that material is some of the most valuable, if not the most valuable material on planet Earth. Okay. And let me tell you exactly what I mean by that. That's why I kind of throw my hands up a little bit about it, is because I understand that what we are asking for is we're demanding the most valuable thing in the world. Okay. Why are the crown jewels valuable? Okay. Why is a gold bar valuable? Why is a pile of American currency valuable? Okay. It's valuable because people put value on it. And when we say they put value on it, it means you can trade it for other things. You know, if I've got this pile of cash, I can get a car for it. I can get a boat for it. I can get someone to do something I want them to do. Let's say there's some smoke show girl that like, a movie star. And I'm like, Jesus, I really want to have sex with her. It's like, even that, there's a number she's taken. Sydney Sweeney, I'm like 10 million. She's like, nope. I'm like 20. She's like, nope. I'm like 30. She's like, nope. I'm like 40. Nope. 50. Nope. You think I'm getting to 1 billion before she says yes? No, I'm not. Okay. Like everything has a number, right? You can buy anything with things that have value. If you have damning information on someone who is like so powerful that they can move mountains globally, like you can't even put a price tag on it, because you have the ability to get them to do things that you would not be able to give them cash to do. Okay. Like there's not enough money in the world to get Bill Gates to fill in the blank. But if you have this thing over here that we're demanding, you can get him to do whatever you want. So like, I understand this. I understand that is what we're demanding. I still want it, but I am not surprised that it is being withheld from us, is my point, But this shit, Charlie Kirk getting murdered, and then they're going to play fucking patty cake with us and bullshit us on it. That's a completely different thing. Where are we at on this? I just tuned in. I've literally been talking for like 5 minutes. You're just getting here. Thank you for the super chat, my dude. So, I wanted to show you this real quick. You guys, look at this thing from, if you guys have not watched Shoe on Head's episode that she did on the Charlie Kirk situation, it's amazing. It's amazing. But she compiled some of the reactions that we have been talking about, and we're just going to watch it together and just get everybody in the same mood as I'm in.
In the neck. Hey, ooh, ah.
I'm not saying she deserved it, but I'm saying God's timing is always right.
Yo, they got Charlie Kirk, bro. I've never been happier.
Never believed it.
Hold up. Did who shut down Destiny today? Is this real? I have no idea what you're talking about, but I'm very curious to hear about it. Please, like, I'll be looking for your chat.
Reason I'm smiling. And it has nothing to do with Charlie Kirk. Nothing to do with...
I would say pour one out for Kirky boy, but I don't waste good beer on little bitches.
Rest in peace, bozo!
Charlie Kirk just got put down like a fucking dog in Utah.
I do not, and I will not ever feel bad when bad people get what the fuck they deserve.
Guys, Destiny had been kicked off Twitch. Wait, he got kicked off YouTube? Destiny got kicked off YouTube today? Destiny got demonetized? How do you guys know that? He got demonetized on YouTube. That hurts, dude. That one, he's gonna fucking feel that one. Did I not call that last night? I was saying, I'm like, dude, this guy has all the wrong eyes on him right now. Like when you have the Attorney General of the United States, like, we're going after hate speech. I assume all of you guys hear those words and you're like, wait, what the fuck are you talking about? Hang on. Captain Patriot, thank you for the super chat. The information they can get out of Epstein countries would go to war of that. Yes. Exactly. Destiny says he's going to get banned from YouTube. I wouldn't be surprised at all. But like, this is what I'm saying. When she said the thing about hate speech, I get repelled by that. I don't know about you guys, where I'm like, okay, whoa, like, I don't know why she would have used that term. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, tell me if you guys agree with this, dude. I feel like there are people, like specifically Pam Bondi and other people, who clearly are like very detached from the actual movement that drove Trump to be in office, which is us, like online, like people who get their information from online, people who interact with each other on X, who interact with each other on YouTube, and so on and so forth. Because there's a lot of things that like are so front and center for us that it's like, she should have known better than to say the words, "We're going to crack down on hate speech." You're like, what the fuck did you just say? Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't say that to us. Like, if you want us to sign off on you going after people for things that they said, hate speech that's what was used against us for the last decade. That's how they got us kicked off of social media. Like, the exact verbatim words that you just said were used against all of our, like, most prominent people who are speaking about things that were definitely not hateful. And they got it for hate speech. So I don't know why she used that term. But the thing that I can tell you is, you see JD Vance say he's declaring war on these people. He's like, there's no unity with these people who will do this, this, and this. Like, that's JD Vance. He's the vice president. Okay. Trump obviously has the power, but Trump is doing a million different things, right? Like, Trump's not like going to be in the weeds on this kind of thing. Like, Trump's like, he has to interact with all the heads of state, right? When it comes to this, like, violent extremists, radical leftists, people like that, and then they're saying, and they're harassing JD Vance's family. Like, Trump is the guy who will just go ahead, take care of that, JD. Look at RFK in the head of HHS. Like, Trump said, I will give you HHS and let you run it. And he's done exactly that. Like, Trump is down to delegate to other people. And my very educated guess, based on just watching them, is that JD Vance has been handed this. And he's like, JD Vance is going to be the one that's going to be working with Pam Bondi and the FBI. And they're going to be going after people. And like, who's going to be their number one target? You know what I mean? Who do you think their number one, who would be a bigger target than fucking Destiny and Hassan Piker? Again, like, I don't watch a lot of Hassan, but Destiny, it's like, he's like been begging to be made an example of. And he's been doing that for a very long time. And let me ask you guys, God, I wish I could do polls in here, dude. Do you think that, like, are you guys down with them arresting those guys? Like, I mean, assuming that all we're talking about is like them talking online, like saying shit, If Destiny was in any way involved in even foreknowledge of any kind of violence that actually happened, then that's a completely different conversation, of course. But like, if we're just talking about him going on Piers Morgan and being like, Republicans need to be terrified of being killed, so they'll go to their leaders and blah, 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 blah. It's like, I don't know how I feel about it. But I mean, obviously, that's because I am desperately hanging on to my principles. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, because it's like a perfect litmus test. It's like, do you stand for your principles? He's still up. So his latest video, he's Charlie Kirk fan confronts Destiny. All right, let's see that.
Do you think most school shooters were white men?
It's all part of the narrative, dude.
Yeah, the narrative.
It's all part of the narrative, and you know it.
Go ahead, preach. We're in church
You
right
know
now.
it.
Go ahead.
They said that the guy that shot Charlie was a Republican.
Can you answer
He
me this?
wasn't.
Trans people are such effective assassins. Why did we kick them all out of the military?
Well, looking at this one right here, I want to get.
Dude. Oh man, that is just. I mean, Mossad getting in them chat rooms. I am not. I mean, listen, dude. I never talk about Israel on here, and I'm not going to start today. But let's just say, if state actors or like high level MK Ultra people are targeting, the far left, that would surprise me fucking zero. If that's why we're seeing all these loony bin fucking trans people going out and shooting shit up, if that's because they're being radicalized MK Ultra style in these chat rooms by state actors or like, you know, globalists, that would surprise me zero. And honestly, that would make perfect sense because, hang on, the court footage on ABC was edited so that Tyler responds to questions he actually didn't, per the video on behavioral arts. I know, I saw that, dude. Megan Hawkins, I saw that. It's so shady, dude. But like, how do you get, so like, we know that his family exists, right? We know the other guy's family exists. Like, what are we, like, what are we even saying? Like, so like the state actors, like, let's say it's Israel, in a total hypothetical that I am in no way saying it actually is, but like, let's just say it's like, what do? They go to their families and they're like, okay, we got to get these trannies to shoot him. And then they're just going to have to go down with the death penalty. Do you know what I mean? It's like, how would they get all these pieces to line up? But at the same time, that message, that whole thing of the messages is total horseshit. That is super fucking weird that they're, you know, the two feeds didn't match up. Like, who's doing that? You know? You called the Destiny thing a day after Charlie doing a short on him later. Yeah, I know. I mean, that's because someone sent that to me. You know, the thing where he was like, blah, 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 you know, where he was the video I've shown over and over. Someone else sent that to me, and they were like, what was he so worried about her saying? Now, in fairness, it's possible that what she was saying is she's like, we are so fucked because their Unfuck America tour literally just followed Charlie Kirk around. So she could have just been like, our whole tour is fucked now. You know, if you give Destiny on this one thing the total benefit of the doubt, it very easily could be explained like this. She was about to say, like, maybe she didn't know that he's live streaming with her on, and she was about to say, like, dude, we're fucked. Like, how are we supposed to do an Unfuck America tour that follows Charlie if Charlie's dead? And Destiny realized that she didn't know that she was like saying this publicly. And so he cut her off because he didn't want her to sound callous, self-centered, and whatever about the Unfuck America tour. Totally possible. Equally possible that they were in chat groups where someone was like, we're going to fucking kill Charlie. We're going to get him. Like, someone should just kill him. They're like, I'm going to kill him at Utah Valley State. And they knew. And there was like, whoa, hang on. You know what I mean? There's no way to know. What I know is that, you know, he has made it his, like, his whole thing is like, I think that he just basically did the math, and he's like, if people are talking about me, no matter what they're saying, it's good. And that was wrong. That ended up being absolutely incorrect. You know, saying it's Israel is taking the microscope off of the real enemy. That's exactly why I've not been going in on that, is because I honestly, the official narrative is one that it fits my worldview. It fits my worldview, dude. You got 24% of liberals who are participating in that thing to say that they're ecstatic about fucking political adversaries getting murdered. And like, that's real. You know what I mean? Like, that's real. If anything positive is going to come out of one of this horrific event, if everybody is looking for the boogeyman that's constantly slipping through your fingers, then nothing's going to come out of it. Where I'm like, this is a problem. Like, this is a really serious problem. That's why I've been focusing exclusively on the response of the left, you know, because it's like they are poison. Like, they are fucking poison. But I was laughing right there because Destiny said, if these trans people are such good assassins, why'd you kick them out of the military? That's pretty fucking funny, dude. That's what I'm saying, is like, in another life, if he wasn't such a weasel cocksucker, like, and he had a little bit of humanity and he and I agreed on more things, like, I would think he's hilarious. I would watch his stuff. But he's scum, and he's a sociopath that shits on little girls after they get fucking drowned in Texas because he thinks it'll get him attention. It's like, he's a piece of shit. But I can at least acknowledge it's pretty clever, and it's pretty fucking funny. You know what I mean? But speaking of poison, let's go back to this sweetheart.
I just heard that someone shot Charlie Kirk. Thoughts and prayers.
Oh no, someone shot Charlie Kirk. Look, I don't know who needs to hear this today, but that's how you pick up a woman.
Oh, I'm sorry. Jesus. I'm sorry. I just realized that you guys are not, this is not even on. My bad, dude. I was watching this and
Thoughts and prayers.
Oh no, someone shot Charlie Kirk. Look, I don't know who needs to hear this today, but that's how you pick up a woman.
Something tells me people have picked you up and finished directly on your face. She looks like a whore to me.
How you pick up a woman.
She got expelled and arrested. I think he's a paid agitator. Hang on one second. Let me go over to X. I want to see what Elon said about Destiny. Hang on. I mean, between Elon posting about him and then the post that Alex Jones put up that had like, I don't know, a million fucking views of all the well, not even all, but some of the nasty shit that Destiny said. That's why I said, I'm like, he's gonna get fucked for sure. So can somebody where did you guys see that he got demonetized? You just want Jesse to not miss it. Oh no, I know Raja got arrested, but like there's nothing else to the story, dude. Like I saw he got arrested, but it's like I saw a bunch of people that covered it. It's like he's arrested. Like there's nothing else to it. He's facing I think I even have it pulled up. As a matter of fact, I do. Yeah, like he's facing where is it? He's charged with battery with serious bodily injury. And then that's all we know. Let's see. California. Okay, let's see what he can get for that. California sentencing guideline. So carries a potential state prison sentence of 2, 3, or 4 years, depending on the circumstances. That's it? Oh, so additional. Oh, okay. So 2, 3, or 4 years, depending on the circumstances, and potentially an additional 3 to 6 years if a great bodily injury enhancement is proven, which it absolutely will be. So his maximum on this charge is 10 years. His maximum is 10 years. Yeah. I mean, we'll see how it goes. Okay, now let's move over to AOC and just read this story because I'm at some point going to need to go hang out with my family very soon. Okay, so ranting AOC rips Charlie Kirk, leads horde of Democrats who voted against resolution honoring assassinated commentator reckless. She's such a fucking. Okay. Nearly 60 House Democrats on Friday voted down a resolution honoring the life and legacy of Charlie Kirk, including Squad Rep AOC, who accused the slain conservative activist of being a bigot. Jesus. 4 of the Dems who voted nay hail from New York: AOC, Yvette Clarke, Adreno something or other, and blah, 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 blah. It's a good sign that I literally can't pronounce any of their names. And 3 represent New Jersey reps: Robert Mendez, Bonnie Watson, Coleman, and LaMonica McIver. The resolution condemned in the strongest possible terms the assassination of Turning Point USA co-founder and commended law enforcement for arresting and charging Kirk's alleged killer. They fucking voted against a resolution that condemned in the strongest terms the assassination of Turning Point co-founder. They voted against that. That's amazing. What fucking idiots. What absolute morons. LV did a video about Destinies. Okay, hang on. I'll look that up in a second. HDX, thank you for the super chat. I have a bad feeling this case is going to fall apart. Tyler ends up, no way. No fucking way. Tyler ends up getting off by a high profile defense is used all the other theories discussing it. No chance, dude. No, if anything, they're setting him up to be the fall guy. And like that's should be our concern, is that only he goes down. He's not getting off. Like he's not getting off. He's going down. The problem is that I want all of his co-conspirators. I want every single conspirator, all of them. I want them all buried. And I'm concerned that that is Not going to happen. Wait, so Joe said he did lose his job. Who are we talking about? And I'm sorry, you said LV Nation did one on Destiny. Okay, hang on. Let me find the actual video of AOC fucking shitting on Charlie Kirk. Here you go. Is that right here? You would think. All right, here we go.
American Revolutionary.
Oh my God. All right, let me do it like this. AOC. Hey, I go to search it and I go AOC. It's all AOC deep fake sex tape. I'm all, what? I have no idea how that got on there, you guys. No idea. Victoria, thank you. Very, very generous. I appreciate you very, very much. Thank you. Thanks for being here, Jesse. Best to you and yours. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, so
Thank Gentleman Representative Green for his graciousness. Today, the Republican House majority brought to the floor a resolution honoring, quote, honoring the life and legacy of Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk's assassination was...
Let me just pause her. Why would you do this? Do you know what I mean? Why would you do this? What is the purpose of doing this? Okay, sorry.
A horrific and vile attack and incident of political violence. And condemning the depravity of Kirk's brutal murder is a straightforward matter, one that is especially important to help stabilize an increasingly unsafe and volatile political environment where everyday people feel more at risk. We can deeply disagree and come together as a country to denounce the horror of this killing. And it is not a license for the abuse of power and whitewashing of American history. Today's resolution only underscores the majority's recklessness by choosing to author this condemnation and honoring on a purely partisan basis, instead of uniting Congress in this tragedy with one of the many bipartisan options to condemn political violence and Kirk's murder, as we did with the late Melissa Hortman. Instead, the majority proceeded with a resolution that brings great pain to the millions of Americans who endured segregation, Jim Crow, and the legacy.
Oh my God, dude. Oh my God.
Of bigotry today. We should be clear about who Charlie Kirk was. A man who believed that the Civil Rights Act that granted Black Americans the right to vote was a mistake. Who, after the violent attack on Paul Pelosi, claimed...
Prove it, bitch. Prove that. I mean, did he say that allowing Black Americans to vote was a mistake, or did he have some, I honestly, I don't even know. But I know he probably had some very detailed, nuanced take having to do with the Civil Rights Act that had nothing to do with allowing Black people in America to vote. Okay. I can fucking guarantee you that. Victoria, welcome to the membership. You're going to love it. These motherfuckers lie and lie and then lie and then lie and then lie. And they're lying about a guy who got fucking murdered less than 2 weeks. Like, what was it? I don't know, 10 days ago. They're shameless, disgusting. They're putrid and they're garbage.
That, quote, some amazing patriot, unquote, should bail out his brutal assailant. And accused Jews of controlling, quote, not just the colleges, it's the nonprofits, it's the movies, it's Hollywood, it's all of it.
I'm sorry. Is that not correct? That, like, you know, if you go to the top echelon of society, that there's high, population of Jewish people there. If, as an ethnically Jewish person, like I'm like a Christian person, but like ethnically, I'm like 70% Ashkenazi Jew. You think that I take that personal? It's like, how is that something like, she's like, can you fucking believe that he acknowledged that people are different races and ethnicities? Can you fucking believe it? You're like, that's all you guys do. Except these fucking cocks. Okay. Bearable. Thank you for the super chat. Jesse, check your email. 2 screenshots showing temporary cavity. Bullet went right to left and down. Dude, I'll send that to my boy Heavy Duty Country because he's doing like good work on the actual investigation stuff, and I'm staying off of it. I'm just watching their stuff, and I'm holding my opinion for now. Thank you for the super chat. I will look at it though.
Quote. His rhetoric and beliefs were ignorant, uneducated, and sought to disenfranchise millions of Americans, far from the working tirelessly to promote unity, unquote, asserted by the majority in this resolution.
Oh, you mean because he wasn't working to promote unity when he would go campus to campus to campus to campus and just calmly have conversations with people? Is it not promoting unity because he didn't say exactly what you think about everything? Because he had a different opinion in almost every single case, a more educated opinion that was easily defensible. Is there a reason why you didn't go and debate him? Probably because he would have fucking eaten your larynx, dude. Scott, thank you for the super chat. Democrats are making it so easy for Republicans to win the next election. They are all rats. Totally. I mean, dude, if the next election happened in the next, honestly, if we're being honest, 3 years from now, midterms are closer, but 3 years from now, no, this will not be a factor because humans in this country are goldfish. I hope that I'm wrong. I will do everything I can to keep this moment at the forefront of everyone's brain because this is mask off time. Okay. Like that's what this actually is fucking mask off time. Sam Wilson, thank you very much. And congratulations to any of the new members, dude. Go check out the members only stuff. There's so much content in members only that I would never put here. Like go back to if you want the best members only stuff, go to the beginning. Like look up my oldest members only stuff. You'll love it, dude. All of it's good, but like start there. Cause I put a bunch of stuff up that I would fucking never put on the real channel. Pretty quick. Thank you for the super chat. Are we acting like Paul Pelosi's situation wasn't insane and legitimate? It looked like something else. Exactly. I think people should get a pass on that. Exactly. That was the weirdest situation ever. It's like, oh yeah, this person who lived in a fucking bus from Berkeley somehow was inside Paul Pelosi's house and like he demanded something or other. And then there's this video. And then when he hits Paul Pelosi, it just magically is outside of the frame. Like, okay, the whole thing was so weird. Okay. And Paul Pelosi was fine. Okay. It's not the same thing at all. No one was rooting for Paul Pelosi. Like no one was saying, God, I don't know about no one, but no one that I saw, no like prominent people were like, God, I wish that guy would have waited and just killed Paul and killed Nancy. That's not culturally acceptable on our side. At least not in the fucking circles I run with. I would find that, I would be like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? If someone said that to me, I'd be like, you're joking, right? Be like, what? Like you wish that the guy would have killed Paul and Nancy Pelosi? Like, that's the kind of thing that even if you're thinking it, keep that in your noodle, dude. Okay. Like that's not productive. And no, you don't. Trust me. You don't wish that happened. Okay. They would come for all of us. Anyway, head snap. How can she lie like that? Because she has, in her case, I think she actually believes this shit. I think she is like a brainwashed zealot cult member.
It is equally important that Congress does unite to reject the government's attempt to weaponize this moment into an all-out assault on free speech across the country, all in the name of Charlie Kirk. President Trump and the FCC are now cynically threatening to shut down ABC and any outlets who give airtime to the administration's political critics.
Oh, is that what it is? Or did they fucking outright lie and say the guy was a MAGA guy that committed they're telling outright lies about a massively important incident that just happened. They weren't just being critical, dude. Okay. And also the audacity of the Democrats complaining about this. You're like, dude, we got people whose entire livelihood was YouTube, X, like Instagram, whatever. We're getting kicked off for literally having good faith conversations about topics that are incredibly nuanced, and they're not even really that nuanced. It's like they'd say something like, I think that putting children on puberty blockers is borderline child abuse. Okay. Like, I'm not saying everyone has to share that opinion, but I'm saying it is not unreasonable for a person to have that opinion. And they literally lose their entire livelihood for sharing an opinion that they had. And then now these people are fucking crying about people getting their TV shows taken away. Or it's like, fuck you. Okay. We gave you the opportunity to have this. Like, you had every opportunity to defend our free speech, every opportunity. And not only did you not, you dogpiled and reveled in the fact every time someone got deplatformed. Okay. So you think I'm going to come out, I'm going to defend Destiny, or I'm going to defend fucking Jimmy Kimmel? Fuck you. Look up 50 states, 1 Israel that just happened. I'll check it out. All right, 40 minutes. I promised my family I'd be off faster than this. I got to go. You guys are the best. I love you guys. Peace.